What is up, guys? It is Uncle Bob, and welcome to the channel. Welcome back. How's it going? We are back for more grinding in Final Fantasy IV, because I attempted to fight Zeromus 3 times so far. First time was not a success, but it was a blind run. You know, you get what you get. Like many times, when you try something a second time, you completely faceplant. I think the second time I fought him, I did not do a lick of damage, not a 1 hit point. And then the last time I did it, I don't know how close I was, but I feel like I was close. Like, I felt like I was tasting sweet victory. And I just got a couple of bad targets on some spells, and it just did not work. He did use Flare a couple times. It does make me wonder if I want to... I might want to think about casting Reflect on my first turns. We'll see if it works. We'll see if it works. But for now, until then, I'm grinding until Rydia down there is at level 60. Because if I remember correct, level 60 is when she is supposed to learn Meteo, and we'll just go from there. I don't know if I'm going to use it, because I think when I tried using a spell on him, I got counterattacked on one of my matches with him. So it's not exactly to use Meteo. It's just more like, if I came that close, having my weakest character be 5 levels higher, I should be in a pretty decent place. So everything else kind of doesn't really matter. The only thing that matters to me is that. So we'll see how I do once I'm at level 60. I think what we're also going to do is go over to the mirror world here, and we're going to see how fast we can take out some of these guys. Because, like, the phase faces in here give away, like, half, or, like, double the XP. But they also take possibly more than double the time. So I'm not quite sure if this is exactly worth it. Try to do as much damage as I can right away. Right away, right away, right away. I did it again! I did it again! I did it again! Oh! Every time. That's so whack. It's so whack that I would make that mistake again. That's brutal. Alright, get Mans up. I need my sponge up. Okay. Not like it does anything. For either of us. That's dope. Yeah, 10K experience. That's nice. I'm not sure if it's that nice. I don't know yet. We'll just stick with it. Just trust the process. Hope everyone's having a good day. Out by where I live, it is cold, to say the least. Earlier where I live, I think when I looked, it was, the air temperature was -7 degrees. The wind chill, it was -27. It was frigid today. Frigid. Why did that not work? Does magic work on this guy? I forget if magic works on this guy. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. He does do that. He does do that indeed. This works, right? Cool. That's the good thing about him being a counterpuncher, is that I can do shit like that and then just wait a bit. Wow. Alright, you need to defend because you are not doing so hot. Do another heal. Alright. To give you more... a power wrist. I will take those. Yeah, I don't know if I want to do that. Yeah, no, not worth it, not worth it, not worth it. No, I guess it's fine. You know what? I guess to make things a little more interesting, I know what I'm going to do. I said I would do this last time, and I was kind of debating it, but you know what? Let's at least make a trip out of this, hopefully. Hopefully. I mean, I guess if not, I'll get sent right back to where I just was. So, what does it matter? I'm going to attempt to find that other weapon. Might as well. I figure if I'm going to grind, I might as well make a little adventure out of it. And nothing like prepping for a final boss more than casually walking up and down his fucking domain. Makes me feel like I'm back in Final Fantasy II. Where I found if something was too hard, generally the strategy of just go to the beginning of the dungeon, just use the exit spell, leave, and then come back and walk it a second time, that was pretty much all you needed, and you were set to go. I remember one dungeon making me feel like I wasn't going to be able to do it without having magic, because I pretty much had a party that was exclusively for throwing hands. Like, even my archer, like, everybody was it was always my melee attacks. We rided or died by the physical attacks in that game. But yeah, I remember there was one dungeon, I don't even remember which one it is, but I remember getting to the top, it was like a tower, I think. And all of a sudden, I could not... There were like 3 Gygus bosses, or Gigas, whatever they're called. And I think I'd beaten the first 2 pretty easily, and then I got to the 3rd, and all of a sudden, I could not do jack shit to him. So I went and did it again, except after I had beaten the first 2, I basically redid the dungeon again, just as an extra round of training, and I was going up and I smash his boy. But I guess I might as well do that. Like, I don't see any... Even though I forget what monsters were on the docket my whole way down. So, I don't know if I'm about to run into something that's going to be, like, actual pain in the ass now. Rosa gained a level. That's nice. But we all know who we're looking at. 72. Perfect. I did indeed actually want one more. Yeah, sorry, I don't know, because I'm bored. I need something to talk about. I'm going to get a little political, so if you don't want to hear it, and you got this far, click off. Or if not, you want to argue with me, go ahead and argue with me. I don't mind arguing. I can always do it in good fun, good spirits. I don't turn into a giant cocksmoker. Unless you do. I can bring fire, bring fire and heat as well, but, I also like my respectful convos. I don't find it necessary to be a needless asshole to people, but I will say this whole last week, as they normally do, for various different reasons, conservatives have been pissing me the fuck off this week. Because not too long ago, you had that cringe fucking reporter, Don Lemon, go into a church and start protesting something. Because I guess the pastor was like somebody who worked for ICE, which is pretty funny. Just on the surface level of Jesus' story of basically him being a refugee is kind of funny. But regardless, they were pissing me off because they did some cringe protest in church, and it's lame. I don't really care if anybody gets arrested for it. Fuck them. It's dumb. I don't really care too much. But the problem that I really have with the whole thing is that conservatives now started being like crybabies about it. And they're like, no, you're invading our churches. And it's like, bro, you guys, like 2-3 weeks ago, were all over the internet fucking high-fiving each other because you guys were all like throwing, like, wasn't there actually a story of... Let me see something. I'm curious. Before I go talking shit, let me. Before I talk shit would be the optimal time to look this up. All right, so it would have been a little shit talking, not full on, but no, I remember seeing online because I guess some protester went and was throwing was slapping Quran with bacon, which, you know, is obviously, oh, that's what this boss is, or that's what these guys are. Fuck, I forgot about all this. But, like, I remember conservatives, like, hooping and hollering over the incident just because they were like, bro, you should just throw bacon at their faces. You should just slap them with it. You know, anytime they talk about Muslims anywhere, they're like, someone bring the bacon. Like, they're always wanting to, like, harass other religious people. And, yeah, going into the church, whack. I don't agree with that. That's kind of gay. I don't like it. But the fact that conservatives were so gung-ho about harassing other religious groups, and then as soon as it happens to them, they all, like, do the baby pouty lip face, where they stick out their bottom lip super hard, like, and it's like, bro, come on. You guys had no problem harassing other people about this shit. Why? Just stop it. Just stop it. Stop pretending to be offended by this. You should be calling it what it is. Just be like, wow, that's fucking lame. Like, listen, if that's where the religious people like to go to fucking brainwash themselves, let them have it. Let them have their little brainwash sessions. I don't care. Don't bother them either, though. But yeah, the fact that, like, that they got so uppity about it, though, and they were like, no, you can't harass us. We're Christians, and this is a Christian country. It's like, bro, shut up. The location is important. I will agree. But we're not going to sit here after all of that posturing that you guys did about gleefully harassing other religious people because you don't view them as Americans. Like, you don't get to do that. Ooh. Ooh. Wow. Oh. This is very unimpressive. Nah, just defend yourself. I'm not gonna. Like, listen, you wanna bring the heat of, you know, wanting to harass other religions, then just be ready for it to happen to you. Maybe just do it outside the church. Don't go inside, fucking losers. Don't give the conservatives every fucking pearl they can fit in their hand to clutch as hard as possible. Don't give it to them. Why give it to them? They don't need any benefits. They don't need any hand-me's. Okay, I don't care about that. I already have enough hard of a time with them fucking lying constantly about all the ICE shit and everything else. Because conservatives love to go on their media and be like, Democrats care about illegal aliens more than Americans. And it's like, bro, no, nobody does. But you can't sit there and have... I can't even count to this point how many instances of naturalized and legal citizens have been dragged out of their house, dragged out of their cars. That one old guy that the story just came out, I think it was also in Minnesota, gets dragged out of his home in the dead of night in his underwear, and when it's found out that he's actually supposed to be there, they fucking drop him off halfway down the road, you know, in his underwear. And they'll all say the same thing. They're like, Obama deported so many more. He even gave Todd Holman a medal. What hypocrisy. And it's like, yeah, I'm sorry. We didn't have fucking ICE running around like fucking goons 12 years ago. Longer at this point now. 10, 12 years ago. Like, you do need to have some sort of fucking enforcement when it comes to your borders and shit. Like, yes, we need to have that. Are you serious? Can I suck anything from him? Lame. And plus, I mean, the part that I do differ with conservatives is that when it comes to legal status, I don't give a fuck. I really don't. Borders to me mean very little. Like, yeah, they're official, but like, this person overstayed their visa. I don't care. I care about if they're working as relatively good and productive members of society, and if they're not violent. If they're violent and they're not here legally, then fucking get them out. Get them the fuck out. Nobody's gonna care at this point. Nobody cares. But the problem is when you're, you just had a whistleblower dropped that some memo basically authorized ICE to be able to go into houses with just administrative warrants, not ones that are signed by an actual judge. I'm collecting this crystal armor. Okay, so now I'm confused. I'm confused as to where I'm going. You know, you have all this complaints now about fucking, you know, Somalian fraud in Minnesota. And it's like, listen, I'm not saying that if you don't find some shit, you shouldn't punish some shit. Do it. But when we have big, beautiful bills giving billionaires big, beautiful tax cuts to where, you know, Elon Musk is potentially going to be the world's first official trillionaire, even though, you know, there's probably, you know, Saudi princes that have fucking way more money than that. Ready up another level. Sure, whatever. Take it. You know, when you got these big, beautiful tax cuts that come to the, you know, the wealthiest people in the world, truthfully, bro, I don't care about Somalian fraud. Like, I do, but it's farther down the list of things that I care about. Doesn't mean it should happen. Doesn't mean if you catch the person, don't punish them for it. And potentially, the people that you catch and arrest, possibly deport them. Fuck them. But there's so many people that are using it as like a call to arms to be like, that means we should have no more immigrants at all from Africa. And it's like, all right, we don't need to retributive justice everything because you're mad at a couple of people. You know, definitely solve the problem. Definitely take care of it. Not saying don't to. But we don't need to make fucking race wars out of every single thing that happens. Especially coming from an administration that we already know will get caught. What was I about to say about him? Regardless, you have an administration, like you had the Kilmar Abrego Garcia case, where the Trump administration gets caught Am I supposed to get there from up top? This is so weird. I almost want to look for a map. But no, they'll get caught with like a person sending them to where they've already been told by a judge that they cannot send this person. And their first reaction is going to be to just say, fuck it, do it anyway. From an administration that also, you know, when it comes to their deportation, we've already had memos released where people within the agency that were tasked with actually apprehending violent criminals were basically told to abandon those cases and go specifically for quotas, because Stephen Miller wants number go up, line go bing. That's the only thing that they actually care about. Especially when you find out ICE have like pay incentives for like arrests, not just deportations, but arrests. They can be as heavy-handed as they want and get paid for it. It's bad pay incentives behind an administration that is awful when it comes to transparency. They claim to have the biggest transparency, the bestest transparency, but everybody can tell that's full of shit. You had that one jobs report that came out that didn't say what Trump wanted it to say. Fucking fire the person and then stopped releasing that information to the public. That shit's wild. And that's not even going into all the international stuff that he's doing. I can't wait for a Democrat platform in 2028 to be like, give Greenland back. Give Greenland back. And we're going to have to actually run on that seriously, because that's exactly where we're at in the world right now. All right, hold on. Okay, I was curious and I looked at the map. Turns out there's a couple things that I kind of missed. I did a pretty good job. I was pretty thorough. I was pretty good. I am pretty happy with how I did. Here's what I didn't think of, though. As soon as I can get back down to it. Oh, wait, I gotta do one more check to make sure. Because you basically got to go all the way down and come back up is basically what has to happen. To the point where I may just want to walk all the way back down here and then go see about doing that fucking other boss. But I'll do that next time. I just want to take one more gander real quick to make sure. Whew. That dragon tamer, man. Jesus Christ. Okay, yeah. So that's going to be it for the day. Yeah, basically what I got to do is go all the way back down. And I'm not going to redo it because I want to keep all that experience I got. Tomorrow is Drunk Advance Wars, so I'm going to be doing that. But I definitely think what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to I think what I'm going to do is go back down, use a cabin, come back up, then fight that guy. Now that I know what to do. Because there's basically, I have to get back down to the bottom, and I have to cross a secret bridge that you couldn't see. That I probably should have checked, though. It was a pretty obvious thing. Especially with the way it's where the stair fork is. And then the teleportals will take me all the way back up. So, next time I handle that and see who the crystal sword is for. Hopefully it is for Cecil. But we'll see. Till next time.